Minasan konnichiwa. Watashi no namae wa f that shit. Welcome to the best Japanese lesson in the galaxy, motherfucker. I am your sensei Joe. So in my previous videos, I discussed how guys and girls greet their friends. Now let's get into some technical shit, if you know what I mean. You see, there are a lot of words and expressions in Japanese that you can't quite translate into English. I'm gonna try my best to find the English equivalent. Today's expression is OTSUKARE desu. Say it with me, guys. OTSUKARE desu. OTSUKARE desu. If I literally try to translate this expression, it means something like, you are very tired. Since you add o in front and des in the end, it makes it very formal. Makes it very proper. You can use otsukare desu in many situations. First of all, as a greeting, especially to your coworkers. Although it literally means you are tired, the purpose of using this expression is to show concern and care for people who are busy and must be very tired from whatever they're doing. Work, school, masturbation. It is a way to show that you care. So if someone enters the room looking like they've done something very tiresome, otsukare desu. That's kind of how you use it. This is what you can say when you're sending a message in business, especially in the middle of negotiating something. You know, when you're throwing back and forth the messages through email, you can start off the message after you've addressed the person's name, something like, Joe-san, otsukare desu, and then go on with the rest of the message. Although this expression is used for greeting, you can also use it when you are leaving. So you've finished your work and then, you know, you're letting everybody know that you're going home, and then you simply say, otsukare desu, and then leave. Okay, so that was otsukare desu, the most proper and formal way of saying this. Now let's make it more casual. Otsukare. You can use this phrase for someone like your friend, your lover, and so on. For example, a wife can say this to her husband after a long day of work before she lets him bang the crap out of her. Tadaima. Otsukare! Gohan ni suru? Ofuro ni suru? Soredo watashi? This is pretty much the same as otsukare-sama, except it's easier to say, because it's shorter. Otsukare! 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 The way in which you say this shows how much you care. Otsukare obviously doesn't sound as caring. Otsukare shows more concern. Otsukare is when you're on drugs. Otsukare is when you don't give a fuck. Alright, last but not least, we will discuss the most shortened form of this word. Ots! This one is probably the least used form, especially in real life, because people on the internet, especially 2chan, used it, because I feel like this word is already outdated, but I don't know. This one is used mostly in a sarcastic way. For example, if you're making up one of those fake stories about something on the internet, because it's the internet, when it's obvious that it's a lie, people might tell you, uso ots. Uso means a lie, and by combining it with ots, literally means something like, so much effort put into lying, bruh. Or something like, hard work put into your lies, bruh. They even came up with a kanji character to write this. The character originally totally means something else, but since it has the same sound as otsu, people just use it on the internet. But as I said, not too many people use it unless they're really into the, what is it called, like the net culture. So if you just use it in real life in front of people, you're gonna sound like a dumbass. Well, there you have it. Sensei Joe's Japanese lesson. As I always say, even if I'm wrong, I am correct. Stay tuned for more, subscribe, and otsukare!